We've got the community next. Before we go to the community, I forget to invite also, so that the format will be a question and answer format if we have time. So if we don't have time, at the end there will be, all the presenters will be up here and you can ask a question. So if there is time during their presentation, I will allow some questions, but if not, we'll just move through the program. As I said, I'm going to try and finish at 12:30. And I also, from our Zoom family and friends, you could chat. So whatever you write in chat, we will write it down and we'll ask those questions. So if you have the opportunity to want to ask a question, write it on chat and we'll get that to be asked to our presenters. So we're up to the community now, and I think we're talking about the relics, and I'll ask Jeff Ashton, please.
Well, hello. Some of you I haven't seen for months, so it's lovely to see you all. And welcome to those on Zoom. Thank you for joining us. If I can ask you, in terms of community, to think about what community is for our parish. It's actually at the heart of our parish, how we interact together in our faith journey. And if you can think back to that wonderful, warm January Australia Day long weekend, when we had the relics of St. Therese and her parents in our parish, and what that feeling of community was like, and how we sort of missed it over these last few months. And we can look forward to it again. But over that weekend, Father asked me would I write an article for the Bishop, just about what the experience was like of hosting the relics. And it's a fairly long article, but I would just like to share just a couple of paragraphs with you, just to rekindle that sense of community that we had back in January. And there was an introduction and there was a reflection on Greg Homing's comments about the visit. And then I went on to say, this most blessed weekend for our parish was the culmination of much praying and planning and the exceptional generosity of the wonderful parishioners here at Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Planning began months before Christmas with an organising committee that managed specific teams covering the areas of liturgy, hospitality, welcome, information, memorabilia, parking and security. All of these teams were manned by enthusiastic parishioners who generously gave not only of their time, but also provided the food that was offered to everyone over those 4 marvellous days. In fact, Daniel Hopper, the Diocesan Director of Media and Communications, who took the official photography for the welcome mass presided at by Bishop Brian Mascourt, said, and I quote, "The parish truly outdid itself with an abundance of food and refreshments for lunch after mass for all those in attendance. What an amazing parish community. It was like the wedding feast at Cana. A big thank you to all who assisted with hospitality." End of quote. Indeed, hospitality was a key aspect of this event. Serving food, be it a sit-down lunch after Mass, a barbecue for Australia Day, morning or afternoon tea, or even supper provided such a wonderful opportunity for building community, so central to our parish. For many years now, we have provided refreshments after every Mass, every weekend, and it is the glue that binds our faith community together. It is the way we express God's love for each other. Our liturgy team likewise had a major role in the success of the visit, providing the themes, prayers, music, readers and offertory for each of the Masses, along with many devotional liturgies used throughout the days and nights of the visit that made for a truly joyous and prayerful atmosphere. Parishioners and visitors alike could worship, pray, venerate and contemplate these three saints both communally and privately. The parish was blessed again to have Bishop Brian Mascourt preside at the opening Mass on the Saturday morning in front of a full church. These liturgies were at the heart of the visit of the relics and were a very uplifting experience for all who attended. In a parish where many cultures come together each week, It was wonderful celebrating our unity in diversity in the presence of St. Therese and her parents. And then it goes on a bit further, and I finish with all the efforts of the parish in the planning for this event ensured the most successful and enjoyable outcome. It was made possible because our parish priest empowers our parishioners to see their gifts and talents and to take leadership roles in guiding our parish on its missionary journey. Also, our wonderfully generous parishioners, alive in their faith, embrace this event with such enthusiasm and friendliness that our parish as a whole has been revitalised, our community strengthened, and our faith enriched. Father Shane, our parish priest, was particularly pleased with the planning and preparation, adding, "It seemed that every eventuality was considered and the result was an overwhelming success, far beyond my expectations. Many visitors expressed to him how touched they were by the warm welcome and great hospitality that they received." And finally, these three saints are definitely still saints to our time. And the time they were with us here in the Lady of Mount Carmel Parish was indeed a wonderful time, and I felt very blessed to have been a part of it. When you think back, that was just a marvellous weekend, and it just goes to show what can be achieved when a parish comes together. Community is one of our 6 visions, and a very important vision, and I look forward to those days where we can have that community again. Thanks. I don't know if you have any questions about that, but it's a wonderful reflection just to think of the things that this parish can achieve.
Thank you, Jeff. So if you've got any questions, can I ask you just hold it to the end?